Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to give you today a wonderful stretch you can do to stretch out the sides of your body, which sometimes can become tight when we don't even realize it until we get into a stretch. Many times I've worked with my own clients and I'll have them do some poses and then they'll say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was so tight there." So many times our bodies will hold tension and tightness and emotions that we store in our bodies, and we don't realize it until we stretch or do some yoga and relax. So let's get to it. All that you need for this stretch is a yoga block, but if you don't have a yoga block, don't worry. One of the goals I have in doing these videos is to show you that yoga can be accessible. It doesn't have to cost extra money, and you can make do with the things you have around you at home. So if you don't have a block, you could also take a couple of sturdy books like textbooks or a dictionary, if you still have a dictionary. How many of us have that around anymore? But you get the idea. So anything that can prop you up several inches off the ground, or you may not need anything at all. So I'll show you the pose and then you can decide for yourself. You can use the block on, I'm going to call this the highest setting, the middle setting, or the lowest setting, or no block at all. To start with, I'm going to show you with the block on this lowest setting, but you can adjust to suit your needs. I'm going to extend my leg, and I want to have my foot, my knee, and my hand all in a row. I'm going to take my other hand and place it on my hip, and my back foot is, I have my toe tucked, or you can have the foot flat on the floor, your choice. I'm going to kind of swing it out so it's extending in a straight line from this knee. The next thing is I'm going to push this hip point right here forward like this. And then, if you want to, you can extend this top arm and lean back. And it's just lovely. So the one rule I have here is let this quad take a break and go on vacation. It doesn't have to do any work at all. So if you're doing this stretch and you find yourself sitting back, the hip is going back and this quadricep muscle is engaging, I want you to stop, straighten up again, use your block, maybe take the block on a different setting, maybe a little bit higher might be good for you, and then push the hip forward. So we want this to get a nice stretch, the quadricep muscles and the hip flexor muscles to get a nice break and stretch and open up. So once we have this established, you take your top arm over the top by your ear. Think of taking your bicep right by your ear, and then let that arm drop down in front of you and circle a few times. And take your time. If you feel, oh, this feels so good right here, it's a nice stretch, stay there. And then when you're ready, move through that range of motion gently. And then when you feel like you've worked out all those kinks, relax. And then take the other side. You may not need the same height on the other side because our bodies are different, but play with it. How you know, again, is this hip point here on the bottom, is that coming forward, or are you sitting back into that hip and thigh? So again, keep that hip forward, hand below the shoulder, and then my foot, my knee, and my hand are pretty much in a line. Push the hip forward, lean back. So nice. And then when you're ready, reach over the top, circle the arm, just working through that range of motion. And do it as many times as feels good to you. And then when you're done, come back down. Good, okay. So I hope you found that helpful. Nice side stretch for the body, nice to do at the end of the day or after a workout or anytime you just need to relax your body. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and joining me. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments below. Thank you. I'll see you next time.